Sopranos' died. Frank Pellegrino Sr. turned his 10-table restaurant in East Harlem into one of the hottest and most exclusive in town. He also worked as an actor, even had a role in The Sopranos. Pellegrino had been battling cancer. He was 72 years old.
Amazing place. Well, Rutgers University has given its famous grease truck the boot. The Are You Hungry grease truck, that's considered to be the home of the original fat sandwich, was forced off campus by school officials. They say that the truck fell short of some new regulations, and so the university decided not to renew its operating license. The truck is in storage until the owner can find another place to park it. In the meantime, there is still a brick-and-mortar location on school grounds.
Thank God. Nothing better than that late night. All right, well, New Jersey losing a landmark. We're talking about the Binghamton. That's a ferry boat built in the early 1900s.
After it was done crisscrossing the Hudson, it had a second life as a popular nightclub, but now it's being demolished. Our Dan Bowens takes a look at the ferry's fascinating history.
Such a memory of what the Hudson River used to be and what it meant.
It was built way back in 1905.
It's one of a kind.
111 years ago.
We don't want it to be forgotten.
It's called the Binghamton. This was in use before the bridges and before the tunnels.
Well, it was the only means of getting back and forth to New York.
Irene Stella is with the Bergen County Historical Society.
There were steamboats and tugboats and ocean liners.
And crossing the Hudson River, this vessel, one of 4 double-ended twin-boiler steamboats, constructed for the Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western Railroad to ferry people between Hoboken and Lower Manhattan.
New York was getting most of its food and produce from this area. People took wagons down to the ferry and across on the ferry.
Over the course of 62 years, the Binghamton made countless trips across the Hudson River, ferrying people from Hoboken to Lower Manhattan, estimated to be about 125 million passengers, a total of nearly 200,000 miles.
Nothing was here, nothing was there, nothing was there.
Jerry Mayer was there in 1975.
2 elegant dining rooms on either side.
When the Binghamton was transformed into a floating restaurant and disco, moored on the riverbank in Edgewater.
It was like the Wild West. There were no laws because it was like, the early 70s.
An iconic location on the river for another 20 years, until the owner, Nelson Gross, was kidnapped by 3 men, including a busboy.
And they took him to his bank and got $20,000 and then killed him.
The boat was idled again in 2007. New owners couldn't turn it around. Storms pounded what was left. It's going to be demolished now. The Historical Society is gathering pieces they can find, a chandelier, glass-stained windows.
Because it represents the river life and all the wonderful things that have happened on this river in New Jersey and New York. It's representative of that, and it's all that's left of that lifetime.
The Binghamton. What a journey. Dan Bowens, Fox 5 News.
That's a crazy story, huh?
Yeah, and it has lots of stories to tell.